Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. In this one, let's get inside. It is super windy and actually really cold. Anyway, what I wanted to get done today is we've got, look at this. This is the mess I have to clean up. It's everywhere. We've got stuff just literally all over the place behind me, just more and more crap. Actually, at one point, fun fact, something you guys may not know, is at one point I thought I was going to be like a huge drummer in a rock band, and the sort of dream you have when you're young. And I started taking up the drums. I had like 4 drum kits, and this one I bought because my neighbors were so pissed off about the noise. I bought an electronic one. Anyway, I thought, like, time to get this place cleaned up. We got this warehouse like a couple of weeks ago, and as you can see, there's just so much stuff in the way. It's tied up. Even a boat. I bought a little canoe last year, took it out, and I got one trip out in the river, and I bought an inflatable. Wouldn't you know it, it sank. Obviously it sank. I bought the bloody thing. Bought it new, but yeah, first outing, sank it, had to swim back to shore, and super embarrassing trying to get this thing fished out in the lake as well. Like, nobody wanted to help. But today, let's turn this around. This is my challenge. Get all of this up against the wall, racking in. This I'm going to turn into a workbench, which is going to go over here. So the pressure washer I no longer need, that's going to be binned off. The racking is going to go here, and then I'm going to build a workbench along here into this corner here, and then I've got a laser cutting machine that's going to go on there. And I'm hoping to have it all built 2 days tops, get it all in. But as you can see, it's quite a mess, so I'm going to get cracking on, get started, and yeah, let's go from there. This, I like. This is going to be the start of organizing everything we do, because the one thing I can't stand is mess. I know, you look around, it's an incredible mess, but honestly, I hate it. I cannot stand the mess. So, organization, gonna label it all, keep it in line, just the way I like it. Let's crack on. You would be shocked to find out just how many 4-inch rollers we get through. We have different rollers for different products, different paints, but we do an incredible amount of warehouse line marking, and all of the lines we put in are typically a 4-inch wide line, and these rollers, yeah, they last 150 meters, 200 meters maybe, depending on which ones you go for. We probably get a couple of hundred out of these ones, but there's just that many lines going down that, quite honestly, I almost feel like we should own shares in a roller shop. All right, it is now Thursday morning, it's like 10:30. I had to leave the yard yesterday, didn't have time to finish everything, but I've come over here today to Peterborough to a new site. In fact, I showed you guys a bit of a video of this one the other day, but basically we've got a grinder delivered, we've got to strip it down, replace a belt on it. We've also got a new starter joined us, Harry, who's doing some filming. I'll take you over and introduce you to Harry as well. But we're going to get this grinder taken apart, try and get the belt changed, and then we can crack on with this job. Otherwise, we're getting held up on the site, and the whole project gets delayed, and nobody wants that. So let's crack on with it. I'll show you what we're up to. It's going to be one of those that we're just not going to do in-house. We're going to have to send it back to SPE, get them to do it for us, which, it's a bit of a pain because we just bought this thing. Arguably it was used, so, there's no warranty or guarantees with it. Unfortunately, it didn't work. They replaced the belt, which is great, but we've still got to pay to get the belt replaced and exchanged because we're not mechanics at the end of the day. Anywho, let me show you what else we're up to on this project, and I'll introduce you to Harry as well. So the other day I was showing you, these are the walkways that we've been installing. This is actually a zebra crossing area. So what's going to happen is we've got grey paint going all the way down, running all the way through, and then the yellow lines are going to go back in. We're talking about putting a black band on here in the middle with the yellow in the outline, and then these have got grey pads to break up the zebras. It runs all the way across over here as well. So I showed you very briefly what we were working on last week, and that was just this little section up here, but now we've run it all the way in. Yellow lines all the way down. This is a grey section going in. You can see we've prepped an area. This has got a yellow line going in, grey all of that side. Yeah, it should look great. And then as we head down this way, this is our little working area for today. It's a little bit noisy, but hopefully you guys can hear me okay. So over this side, let me show you what's going on. This is grinding, and the idea is we're going to be taking up all of the paint that you see on the ground and running the grinder back and forward. So it's got a PCD disc on it. Essentially all that means is we're just going to be able to strip away the super hard paints that we've got down here. So we'll lift this all up with the grinder. Once this is finished, we're then going to be running the shot blaster over the edge. That'll give us the nice sharp edges for it as well. So this is connected up to the vacuum, so we want a dustless sort of process. We don't want to create anything airborne, no dust and mess as far as reasonably practicable. And what you can see for the finish, it's left a bit of a coarse finish on the ground. We'll run the shot blaster back over afterwards. We're also going to change the disc on that afterwards. It's got the PCDs on, so we'll take that off for a different grit and go over that part again. So this ground here, as you can see, it's never really been prepped. It's just bare concrete. So we are going to go over all of this for the walkways as well and get all this tidied up. This bit's just been ground, and then round here you can see we've just started the shot blasting. So what we're looking to get here is a really defined edge, and the edge line here is what we care about. The rest of it's going to be ground in the middle, but this edge line is going to be our yellow band that you see along here. This is the old ones that we're taking out, but that's what we're looking to get. Let's have a quick look over here. I'll show you what that looks like. So this is the shot blaster running along. So you can see we've got the sort of circular finish from the grinder, and all the shot blaster is going to do here is tidy this up. So as you can see there, and it's going to give us the nice sharp finish that we're looking for along here. So this part's okay. We're not working in this area just yet because they've still got machinery working here. But essentially what we're going to do is go from that really circular sort of finish from the grinder, smooth it up with the shot blaster. We've got nice straight edges now. This will be ready to be vacuumed, and then we'll be able to start taping out and painting on this area. And this is a ground and shot sort of area, so a little bit more shot to go on this side here. You can see it's ground in the middle, shot on the edge. We'll paint the whole thing in nice and smooth. And this is Harry, this is Lee, and the other guys have walked off, but I'll introduce them when they're back over. So Harry's just joined us his first day today, and what he's doing is capturing a load of the behind the scenes for us. So the grinder is definitely not going to be repaired in-house. That one's going to have to go back to SPE. I give up on trying to work that one out. Harry and I are just going to finish a last little behind the scenes. We're filming a video actually to explain to our customers what to expect, when we turn up to site to do jobs like this. So what we're doing now, just grabbing some B-roll footage that we can use for the upcoming videos. It's looking great. And I'm just going to let the other guys know that we're finished for today. We're going to head back, start on the editing, and then we'll be back over here tomorrow just to capture the paint going down on the ground. We couldn't get any paint down today. Today's all about preparation. So tomorrow will be painting day, if you like. So Harry and I are going to drop back over, grab a load more footage. And of course, I will either add that to this video or I will make it a whole new video for next week's episode. So that's another point. My plan for these, as I said, I've been thinking about doing some videos like this for quite a while. And my aim is to make 100 videos this year for release through YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc. And I want them a couple of minutes long, really. 5 minutes, 10 minutes would be great. But 100 is my goal for the entire year. Now, it is already, if you guys can see, it is the 1st of February, which means I've got 11 months. And I typically don't work Decembers because I take the month off. This year we're in Canada for 2 weeks, and I'll be in Spain for a week and England for a week. So I've basically got 10 months. So I've got to make 10 videos or 2 videos a week. There's roughly, hopefully that'll work out okay. But for now, I think we'll just leave it where it is. I'm going to say goodbye to the guys, let them know we're back tomorrow. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.